Good day, beautiful people. Good day. Get your coffee, your tea, your water, your orange juice, whatever you drinking, and a little bit of me this morning. Because guess what? If you open up these two wonderful things on your face this morning, you've already started out with the blessing for today. And my prayer for you is that you continue on to receive blessings throughout the day, no matter how big or how small. But not only that, that you're able to recognize some of those blessings so that you can be humble and grateful so the universe will open up and pour out more blessings than you have room enough to receive. So, great day. I hope you guys had a wonderful holiday if you celebrated yesterday. If you didn't, I hope you took the opportunity to just relax and enjoy yourself. So, wow. I'm waiting and getting myself together this morning. I'm gonna give us a little bit of clarity. We ain't heard this in a minute.
Clarity. To bring us focus in a world full of chaos is sometimes all that we need. Listen. I am clear. My heart is centered. My mind is intentionally free. The only person I can save is myself. The only person I can heal is myself. The only path I am responsible for is my own. I release the trauma and projections from those around me. It is my job to be the best and highest version of myself. That's it. Nothing less, nothing more. I can't help anybody if my own cup is empty. I release the programming in my mind telling me that I have to give until there is nothing left for me.
Great day, beautiful
My
people. Great
siblings,
day.
my parents, my family, my friends, my co-workers, not even my partner, is my responsibility. I can't make them change. I can't make them want better. I removed the priority that I gave their issues over my own, as they are a mere reflection of the inner work that I need to focus on. I give them space to grow, to make mistakes, to fall and get back up again on their own. They don't need me to come to their rescue. I discern codependency within myself, and I release the need to be needed. It is my sole responsibility to attend to my own healing, my own path. I receive enlightenment. I hold myself accountable because I am far too precious to be mishandled. My purpose is too great. I gotta stay focused. The path that I'm taking is illuminated with the wisdom of my ancestors, guarded by angelic beings, and they are making sure that I stay the course, stay in line. I choose this lifetime through this series of challenges to help me understand my highest calling, bringing forth healing for the collective. Look at me with new eyes, because actually, I have lost my mind. I have lost the fears, the insecurities, and the limitations projected onto me. This new understanding, enlightenment of who I am, where I was, and where I'm going is clear. I move forward in clarity. I am clear. My heart is centered. My mind is intentionally free.
Great day, beautiful people. Great day, Michelle. Great day, beautiful. Great day, cousin Nikki. Great day. I hope you guys day has started off absolutely amazing. I just figured that we needed some clarity this morning that you needed to know that unless you got yourself on track, how can you put somebody else on track? I'm just saying. So I got some clarity this morning. Um, I got our affirmations this morning. It's Tuesday. Um, Yeah, did I pick up the wrong cards? I did, you guys. Thank God they sitting right here. I was gonna give us another law of attraction card, which is not necessarily because we did that yesterday. So we're getting a wild offering card and a card from the angel prayers. And I hope everybody's morning has started off amazing again. Kids going back to school, going back to work. If not, getting some things figured out, working on you, because work ain't always work. Sometimes work is just working on yourself. So let's get the affirmations this morning. The first one says, thoughts are imagined realities. Only your actions can bring them to life. Mm. Despite the emotional weight they carry, thoughts are mostly fictional stories that wield no real power over you unless you assume that they are true. Wow. Thoughts are imagined realities. Only your actions can bring them to life. Despite the emotional weight that they carry, thoughts are mostly fictional stories that we wield that wields no real power over you unless you assume that they're true. And so when I think about this, um, you know how people make up stories about you or whatever the case may be. Guess what? Those are their thoughts, and they don't hold no power unless you agree with what they think about you. You know, and even when I read that, you guys, it was so funny. I have been talking to people before, and I've watched other people talk them out of a brilliant plan because of jealousy, because of misinformation, or whatever the case may be. But I've heard people talk somebody out of a really brilliant plan. And they can't talk you out of nothing if you don't believe in what they saying. And so what they said is sometimes, yeah, we get nasty thoughts. We get thoughts about doing stuff to other people, all kind of stuff. And if you don't share in that, I don't know what to tell you because yep, I've been so angry that yep, I wanted to put my hands on people, but that was a thought. And until I put some action behind it, it's just a thought. And I can choose to let it go and figure out another way to deal with my situation, or I can act on the thought in which I have in my head. So we all have choices. They're imagined realities. Because guess what? That was how I was used to dealing with situations, you guys. I was used to probably putting my hands on people. And since I've seen things from a different perspective and I'm able to challenge myself to deal with things a little different, when those thoughts come up, I think of another thought on how to deal with it, unless that is just the last resort, that I don't have any choice but to fight or flight. And so when you have choices, when you can think, and think about what you're doing. Because guess what? Those are just false realities. And when I think about it, I think all the way through because I'll be like, well, if I do this, then I'm gonna do this, and then guess what's gonna happen? I'm probably gonna be in jail or on the run or whatever the case may be. I think it all the way through. You get what I'm saying? I don't just stop at if I put my hands on you. I go with if I put my hands on you, then this is gonna happen, then this is gonna happen, then what? So don't bring your realities. Don't bring those thoughts into reality all the time. They're just thoughts. You don't always have to act on them. The second one says, I expect life to be safe and joyous. I attract all that's good. I expect life to be safe and joyous, and I attract all that's good. That is all that I try to attract, anyways, is all that is good for me. It may not be good for everybody else, it may not fit with you. But as long as it fits in my life and it fits in my lifestyle and I am safe and joyous with it, then guess what? all is good in my world. Sometimes we look at other people's lives and we have so much to say. Oh, well, and if it was me and it's not you. That's not your life. Stop critiquing other people's lives because you know what? You don't want somebody sitting back critiquing yours. Because guess what? They can say that there's some things that they would probably do different too. Allow people to just be where they are. Help them if you can. And if you can't, say a prayer and keep it moving. Stop being so judgmental towards folks. Don't you know that they already judging themselves? That's funny because when I looked in the mirror this morning and I brushed my hair and brushed my teeth and I looked at my hair, I never really paid attention to it that much. And I was like, whoo, girl, that gray's really coming in. And I thought all the way back into agreement that I made back when I was a kid. And I seen my mom started to get gray hair, my grandma and my great grandma, and they would dye it or whatever the case may be. And the dye isn't really good with gray hair or silver or white or whatever you want to call it. Um, and I made a promise to myself. Good day, beautiful. Good day, Alex. I made a promise to myself that I wasn't going to do that to myself. That I wasn't going to dye my hair once it started to gray because I seen what it looked like. It was giving the dirty brown color and all of that. And right now, you guys, I'm telling you a story because I looked in the mirror and I was like, and quickly I thought about it. And then I thought about what I said as a kid. And again, I thought about I earned this gray. And so it was a thought that went into my head, even with an agreement that I made way back when I was a kid. And it was an agreement that I made with myself. Nobody had talked about gray hair or none of that. I did hair for a living. I seen how stubborn it was and it didn't want to be dyed or nothing like that. And I just made an agreement with myself that, hey, when I get of age and I start getting gray hair, I'm just not going to dye it. And guess what? I know, right? And so that's what I thought about. That I was getting there because I was chuckling to myself and I wanted to dye my locks a different color. And then what comes up? That agreement that I made with myself that said, you're not gonna dye your gray and this and this. And I was thinking that most of my hair is still black though, you guys. So I was like, maybe I don't want to cover up the gray because I don't really care that I have gray hair. I just want to do something different with the black. And so, however that turns out, and if I decide to do it, then that's all well. But it was funny to even think of what I thought of as a kid. That was a long time ago. But it came right back up as soon as I looked at the gray, like it was nothing. It was like, hey, you remember when you said you wasn't going to dye that gray? Oh, looky here. I am so not with they cards this morning. They said companionship this morning. This is so funny. I am not lonely, you guys. It says companionship. It says when you fully bless and embrace your aloneness, you're ready for the ones who are meant to be with you. May I welcome this solitude, knowing that it will open the way for all healthy relationships. I'm taking that this morning because it's so funny. Over the last couple of days, I've had people ask me about companionship or whatever the case may be. And I am so happy with me, the person that I am right now, that I'm ecstatic about just friendships. So, whatever relationship seems to come my way, I want it to flourish into what it's supposed to be. versus me bringing toxicity from previous relationships or whatever the case may be. And I'm talking about friends as well. I'm not just talking about, oh, if I get with somebody or whatever the case may be. I'm talking about my friendships. I want my friendships to flourish just like I want my relationships, whether it's with a spouse or anybody. I want my relationships with my children, my grandchildren, all of those things to flourish. But first, I had to learn how to take care of me. I have been taking care of everybody else so long that I forgot about the one person that was the most important, and that was me. And so now that I'm bringing me back up to speed, now that I went back and I picked her up and I brought her back up to speed, I'm ready for healthy relationships. And yup, I still get nervous when I deal with people that, I'm not really sure of or whatever the case may be. But I know the kind of energy that I bring, and I just trust the process. And I'm grateful for having wonderful people in my life. Because there was a time that everybody wasn't also bubbly and nice that I hung around. But everybody seemed to have a purpose. And so I'm not ragging even on them because I had a purpose in people's lives too. And sometimes we are there for a reason and a season. And then it's time to move on. And I've learned that too. That I done been in people's lives and yeah, I've overstayed my welcome where I should have left. And some people have stayed in my life when I should have pushed them out as well. But I'm learning all of those things. I want relationships that flourish, that are not just one way. I'm doing and or I'm giving, you not giving, or whatever the case may be. I like relationships that just flourish, even off of information. We don't have to give each other anything. Energy is exchanged in between us. And if you can feel that, then guess what? That means that I have given you something. I've given you my time. I've given you my energy. And so that means that I'm listening, actively listening to you. I care about what's going on. And so I hope that those are the type of people that you are entertaining in your life. It's so funny. Every day I look at myself in this camera, and every day I seem to see a different family member when I look at myself. Like this morning, I am looking at myself and I see my Auntie Karen. And I know you guys, I have never talked about her before, but I definitely do this morning. I see her in me. And maybe that's a sign that I maybe need to call her or shoot her a text and just tell her that I love her so very much. But I am she and she is me. We are one. So I'm just going to take that. Okay. Okay. So I guess we getting it this morning. They decided that, look, so we get leap of faith. Spiritual abundance, because 2 cards came out, you guys. Spiritual abundance and leap of faith. So the spiritual abundance, and she is absolutely gorgeous. I got to show you this again. She is pretty. Spiritual abundance. It says, thank you, angels, for blessing me with infinite abundance and leap of faith, you guys. She's not so shabby herself. She's a nice looking lady too. It says, I am ready to take a leap, angels. Thank you for doing it for me. Doing it with me. So, I'm going to do the leap of faith first. And then I am going to go to the spiritual abundance, you guys. So it says, the angels are encouraging you to make the change that you've been pondering for a while. This change is absolutely guided. And even though you're not entirely sure what's going to happen next, if you take a leap with faith and trust in your heart, you'll be guided safely to the next step along your path. Your angels want you to visualize that you have wings on your back so that you can fly high like them. And now is the time. It says a leap of faith isn't about hoping something's going to turn out positive. It's knowing that it is. It's about trusting God and your angels to carry you safely to the ground. There are so many changes going on in your life right now, and you have the opportunity to move on to the next phase. This is an exciting time, so bring your angelic friends on a journey with you. They are desperate to be invited. Take a leap of faith. So there is something that you have been pondering on doing. You have been a little fearful of doing. It's that next step that you have thought about for so long, and you just like, I don't know if it's gonna work. They say don't worry about it. Why don't you just try to take the step, take a leap of faith, just know that everything is in divine order. Can you just do that? You won't know that if it will. You don't know if it won't work if you don't even try. But right along with that leap of faith, they said we're gonna give you some spiritual abundance, and it says the angels want you to know that they are supporting you in all areas of your life. So follow your spiritual guidance and intuitive feelings, and they will bring you abundance in all areas of your life. Abundance is the spiritual reward for trusting and sharing your gifts, talents, and light with the world. Any material needs you have will be met at this time, and you are being encouraged to surrender any of your concerns in this area of your life to heaven. Allow the angels to take care of them for you. Good day, Miss Crystal. Good day, beautiful. It says you are a being of abundance. You are abundant in light, energy, and love, and you are being encouraged to share this in every area of your life. Instead of asking what you need, ask yourself, how can I be of service? When you do so, you will align yourself with the universal life force, and it will take care of everything for you. There is a flow of support coming to you at this time, and those who dedicate themselves to service will receive the abundance of God and his angels. And so the thing is that they said, hey, if you just take that leap of faith, if you just believe in yourself, if you just, hey, stop being so fearful, thinking that, hey, I'm going to fail, because you already done put that in your head that you're going to fail. So you're going to shoot that out of there and say, hey, I'm going to try it anyways. And that song just popped in my head. Ain't got no money in the bank. Do it anyway. Do it anyway. Because you got stuff to do. And so sometimes we live in a spot of fear and, oh, I don't want to use this to do this. And do it anyway. How many chances do you get? How many what ifs? What if I would have? And then you think back and you passed up opportunities because you was unsure, you was scared, or you lived in a spot of fear. Somebody got something on the table right now. They got something going on and they don't know which way to go. Whatever your heart is telling you to do. And even if you fail, guess what? You tried. This community or whatever we live in have us so fearful to even fail. Do you know how much fun you could probably have just trying it? I failed at some things. And it was so funny because I was like my son. My son had gotten A's and B's in school. The first time he got a C, he didn't know how to act. He almost lost his mind. It was crazy. But the thing was is that happens with people that's used to winning. You so used to winning that when you lose, you don't know how to lose. And so, or what if I don't win? Well, what if you don't win? Did you try? Is it okay? You tried it. You might have fun. But we put so many stipulations and we got so many things in our head and so much baggage. Let go. Go out here and try it. Fear is the only thing that holds some of us back from the next extraordinary adventure because we're scared of losing what we already have. If it's already yours, where is it going? It's already yours. So, with that being said, you guys, it is Tuesday. It's the beginning of some people's week. The boo stanks getting ready to go to school. You guys are blessed. You woke up this morning. I'm so proud of you and whatever adventures that you're trying to do. Just keep all that negativity out your head. Thoughts are just thoughts until you put them into action. And even the negative ones, you can throw those in the garbage too. You are perfectly imperfect for you and the people around you. I love you right where you are because nobody knows your struggle. Nobody knows what you've been through, just you. And the fact that you still freaking show up every day is cool with me. And so go out. I want you to be great today because you already are. You woke up and you are the highest version of yourself. And so go be beautiful because you are. I love you so very much. And I'll see you right here tomorrow for the card of the day. Be blessed. Bye-bye. I hear you fighting. Here I come, Ma.